Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of your winter session course. I'm drinking my coffee, and I am so enjoying getting up and reading your work in the morning. You are writing some really thoughtful, insightful, precise responses to the things that we're reading. I really enjoyed reading how you were able to think through what was going on with Josh's writing in chapter 1. And yeah, I really appreciate how reflective you are about what you still need to know and the things you already could pick out. And so, yeah, they've been really fun to read. Thank you. So I decided to do a video today. I'll do it every few days because I want to talk a little bit about the makes and explain a couple of things. So quickly today is you're going to start by watching Mac Barnett's TED Talk. And I'm so excited for you because he is just lovely, just a cool human, and he's really funny. He has one of my favorite children's books with Jon Schieczka. Between them, if you just Googled those two guys' names, you're going to recognize a ton of children's books. You're like, oh, I didn't know they wrote that. So Battle Bunny is one of my favorites, and Battle Bunny is originally Birthday Bunny, kind of like a little golden book, if you remember those, and it's as if a 8-year-old named Alex took a Sharpie and rewrote his own story called Battle Bunny. And there's a great website. You can have students upload their own versions of Birthday Bunny, be Pirate Bunny or whatever. But you can find, in fact, I'll post a link in the email update I'm about to send to you. You can kind of go to their site and they have teacher resources and stuff. So you're going to watch Barnett's TED Talk and think about the role of storytelling. I can't remember who it was. I want to say Erica or one of you. Dang it. Here, you know what? It's so worth it that I'm going to actually look really quickly. Somebody talked about already in this post today Veronica. It was actually Veronica. Good job, Veronica. Veronica talks about in her response day to this that you can imagine creating kind of this secret world that kids enter. I have a really good friend, Lisa, who's taught for years and years and years. And on the first day of first grade, she creates this whole world of where the wild things are. And so students kind of walk into this jungle. She even has like a little campfire kind of set up with little like LED lights that look like it's a campfire. So they enter this world and they storytell around this little make-believe campfire. It's the most amazing thing. So yeah, I think you have a huge opportunity to create worlds that your kids inhabit around different themes or, just to let them imagine an identity and imagine a future. So you're going to do that, watch Mac Barnett, and then you're going to go through a series of Google Slides and generate some lists that I hope will help with your own writing and ideas for your makes that are due tonight. So the makes, the intention there is that you have a lot of control over what you compose. So especially as we move along here over the next few days, more and more control. Although I'm really open to kind of almost anything you want to do. So for example, the idea here is you're going to tell a story about yourself or about a family member or about a dog or a pet or whatever. Or why you want to be a teacher or, I don't know, story about a school day. Could be kind of anything. And so the options I gave you so far was that you could take your intro post and try to turn it into a poem or a poem using the letters of your name or those kinds of things. Maybe even draw, if you're good at drawing, which I'm not, you could draw an image with it. Or add some photos with it. Or you could try out a platform that a lot of us really love called Story Jumper that allows you to make stories. And yeah, you can make your own digital books. There's another app called Little Bird Tales that does something similar, but I really like Story Jumper. If you use Story Jumper, when you go to share it, you need to actually share it. There's a share button underneath your project. So don't just copy and paste the link from the browser, from the URL. You actually need to hit share and then it'll give you copy the link. Otherwise it just takes us to the homepage of Story Jumper and not to your actual story. So make sure you hit share tab. And so you're going to make something. It's going to be scary. You'll be like, I don't know if this is right. And so the second part of that assignment asks you to reflect a little bit on what you were trying to do, like how to work out. So you're going to say things like, well, I decided to try out Story Jumper, and one of the things I liked was this, but I had a hard time with this part, and I wished I could have. So just a reflection on how this make turned out, or, why you decided to write a poem and how that turned out for you. If you end up borrowing elements from Jacqueline Woodson or Chrysanthemum or any of the things, that's also a good place in your reflection to say, yeah, I was trying to, riff off of this line from Chrysanthemum, or I was trying to model it after this. So the reflection will be, probably a paragraph. It's not going to be some super long thing, but just kind of giving me a nod and your peers a nod to why you made this make and how it worked out for you. So that's the make that's due, midnight-ish. I'll wake up tomorrow and see them there. And then, just make sure you're checking email and responding to a peer each time on their comments, because I'm trying to build some community. When this goes well, what ends up happening is that, you post and someone comments and then you respond, and I end up sometimes with, these long discussions taking place. So as much as you can think of it as like, instead of thinking of it as an assignment you have to do, if you could think of the work as, look, including me, you're with 21 people thinking about the teaching of writing in elementary school. And so here we are, this kind of learning community, sorting this out. So instead of like, I did my thing, it's more like, I want to have this discussion about, this seems hard. And it's a chance for us to kind of talk to each other about what we think works, what we're nervous about, all those kinds of things. So more like, colleagues, a bunch of colleagues. And I do this all the time. I have colleagues I meet with every Friday afternoon for a research group, and we share our writing and give feedback and talk about ideas. So this is a thing that teachers do. So yeah, that's the plan. I can't think of anything else. I had a list here to make sure that I covered things. Oh, I'm sending grade updates pretty much every morning. So I'll send one here pretty soon. So you have to, again, be checking your Wildcat email. Yeah, this is great. Loving working with y'all. Hope you're having a good morning.